Hey guys! So for this week's fitness video from my fitness journey, I'm going to talk a little bit about motivation. Now, this is definitely something that you're going to need to help keep you pumped about working out all the time or to keep your fitness level up. I have a couple of things that help keep me motivated, but in case you haven't noticed, in the beginning of all of my fitness videos, I give a little motivation quote. I absolutely love it. I think it's something great just to kind of get you straight into the video, and I try to make it so that it kind of goes along with the video. I don't think I'm doing quite a good job at it, but I am trying. So I wanted today to talk about where those quotes come from and a couple of things that do help to keep me personally motivated. This is one of those things where everybody's different. What motivates me might not necessarily motivate you, and what motivates you might not necessarily motivate me. But these are things that work for me, and I'm also going to talk about a couple of things that I've heard of people doing so that I give you some more ideas on ways to motivate yourself. So, one of the things that definitely motivates me is visual. Just seeing myself in pictures, how I looked the first time I lost 50 pounds. I'm actually going to insert a couple of pictures probably right here for you guys as I talk about this. But the first time I lost like 50 pounds, I had a ton of shirts. You know how when you're a plus size woman, all of you plus size ladies will understand this, you go somewhere like FYE or you shop online and you buy the women's shirt because obviously it's for women. So I would buy the women's shirt and I'd buy them in my size, and then I'd get them and they wouldn't fit, or they would be like a second skin on me. And that's really discouraging, and it's one of those things where I didn't really pay attention to their sizing chart, but I got these shirts and I was super excited, and then I put them on, then they don't fit. Now this is where every company does their sizing differently, and a lot of the companies that are doing their quote-unquote plus size clothing, it's really just juniors clothing, and juniors plus size, for example a 2X of a juniors, it's really an adult women's size 16. So it's not necessarily made for somebody like me who's larger than a size 16. I have a lot of those shirts, and the first time I started losing all of my weight, I used those to try on to kind of help show my progress, and I posted them up on my personal Facebook. I loved them. I was super stoked when they fit and super excited. They were still a little bit tight. They still needed a little bit of work, just a little, but they still fit, which to me, from them going from not fitting at all to being able to fit, was just amazing. So I love seeing pictures of how I looked when I lost weight the first time, and that kind of helps motivate me now to be like, I can do that again. If I did it before, I can do it again, and I'm gonna do even better this time. So a second thing that motivates me is obviously those shirts that I can't fit into. I keep them in a drawer in my dresser, and that's kind of like these are my smaller clothing drawer. So it's anywhere from one size jeans all the way up to another, and then I've got a couple of those shirts where I thought they were women's sizes, but they were really juniors. And as a perfect example, I'm gonna show you the one that I'm wearing. So this is one of those ones that we bought online. It said it was a 2X in women's, and I couldn't even get it over my boobs. Now, mind you, just so that we're aware, I put it on just for the fun of it. It's still too tight, not by much, but I can actually put it on now. So I'm gonna actually stand up for you guys so you can kind of see how it fits on the midriff, but at least it fits. So this is that shirt. It's just like a tank top that says Sith on it. We bought it because it was a Star Wars and it says Sith and it was women's. and we absolutely loved it. Thought it was super cute. So the tummy part of it is still a little tight. Let me show you facing the light here. So it's still a little tight in the stomach, but it's got great length still. It's definitely something that if I was to wear right now, I would either wear it as like an undershirt, or I would wear something that covered up the tummy area. But you know what? This is the first time I have been able to ever get this shirt on my body. So yes, it might be a second skin around my gut, but it's the first time I've ever been able to wear this shirt. And to me, that is progress in itself. So that's just another one of my motivations. So that's 2 so far. The third one, and the one that I don't really see that often, is I'm actually following a Facebook page that has motivational quotes on it. And I get these quotes. They don't post just one a day. They post like 2 or 3 a day. So I get all of these quotes, and when I read that, that makes me feel so good, because I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm doing all of these things that this quote is telling me, you know, to keep it up. It's basically giving you that motivation that you need to kind of help you. Now, like I said, this is one that I kind of use the least because I'm not on Facebook all day long, obviously. But when I am on Facebook, it just kind of helps to give me that confidence that I need. Even though I don't need much, it helps to give me that little bit of a boost that I need to get up out of my chair and to go do my workout. And I think that's great. Now, fourth, and the most important motivation that I get is from my husband. He is there with me every day. He's making sure that I don't eat chocolate on an hourly basis. That's exaggerating, I know. He's making sure that I don't eat too much. He's making sure that I stick to the goals that I've set for myself. He actually took the scale away from me. Now, this is probably going to be discussed more at a later video, but yes, he even helped to motivate me by taking the scale away from me, and he hid it, and I have no idea where it is. So my husband is a huge motivator in my life. He definitely helps to keep me on track, and I know that I'm going to have that motivation from him that I need on a daily basis. So now I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I've heard motivate other people, but that don't necessarily motivate me personally for different reasons. So I've heard of people who actually put a picture of themselves on the fridge right where they know they're going to look when they open it, because obviously that's where most of your food are going to be. But they put a picture of themselves at their biggest on their fridge so that that's what they look like, and they go for that healthier choice in the fridge as opposed to the worst choice. Now, for me personally, seeing a picture of myself right now, because I am happy with myself, I'm confident with myself, I've learned to love the body that I'm in, which has helped me to want to take care of it and to go on my fitness journey. That's not going to do anything for me, because like I said, I've learned to love myself, and I've accepted my body the way it is, which is why I want to feed it better foods and do all of this fitness to help make that body better. Now, I have also seen people who put up posters of these women that they want to look like, or they put up pictures on their phone of what they used to look like, and they want to get back into that image. And I think for them that worked great as a motivator, because they see that on a more regular basis than anything else. But for me, it kind of makes me feel a little bit depressed, only because of the fact that this is what the media is telling you you're supposed to look like when you're putting up those posters of somebody, and your body is not made like their body. Their body might be able to handle foods differently than yours. They work out differently than yours. They might have their problem area be their butt, and your problem area is your gut. You know, everybody's body is different, So because everybody's body is so different, you're not going to look like that person in the poster because your body is going to change differently than theirs is. Now, I think looking at a picture of yourself at your smallest on your phone, I think that's a great idea. The only thing about it that I don't personally like is the fact that that would make me feel depressed because then I'm like, oh great, I've let myself go this much. Like, this is horrible. So for me, that is another reason why that wouldn't work. Now, that's not to say that a lot of stuff would make me feel depressed. It would just make me feel bad about myself because I've been told from a very young age that, you know, unless I am that stick figure model image, nobody would love me. I would be completely ugly and I would never get married and be happy. So looking at that just kind of dredges up all of those bad feelings, and you don't need all of those bad feelings and that negativity in your life when you're trying to make yourself better for not only you, but your family, your children, your significant other, and most of all, you need to do the fitness for yourself. Just remember that you're doing this for you first and foremost. So these are just some of the things that help motivate me and some of the things that I know motivate other people. I hope this has helped you guys. Make sure to check out any of the motivational stuff on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like I said, those help me out a lot. I don't need image. I just want to be able to read an inspirational quote, and that helps me out quite a bit. So I hope you guys help to get some sort of motivation from this, or some ideas to help motivate you on your journey. Like I always say, I am not a doctor, and what works for me might not necessarily work for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed hearing about all of the motivational fitness stuff that I do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because next week's video is going to be my end of the month fitness video, even though technically it's going to be like the first week in October, but because I ended a little late, we're just going to say it's the last one for the month. So make sure you subscribe so you can check that out. Also, don't forget to check out my social medias. They'll all be in the drop down box below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.